Hey guys, remember when I told you about how Spike has something wrong with his back left leg? It's actually the leg he's lying on right now. And we took him in, and what it seems to be is that he has a luxating patella, basically. And so let's see, I'll show you what it looks like. It's also known as a trick knee. Let's see if I can get him to get up. Up, come. Oh, come over this way. There we go. Come here. Come. There you go. So, let's see. Where's our toy? So, usually he kind of likes to sit or lie down a lot more because it does, I guess it kind of bothers him. So, what's happening is see right there, this knee area, in his little knee, there you go. In this little knee area, it's basically the kneecap is sliding in and out of its little groove. So I think with him it kind of goes more inward. With some dogs it goes more outward, and he's kind of developed a little bit of arthritis with it. I will try to get him to walk around and show you guys kind of what it looks like. Hopefully we can do this. Come here. Go slow. So you can see how it kind of, I know it's hard, he moves a lot. Come here. Come here. Kind of hard to photograph it or video it all by myself. He right now sometimes gets around fine. Sometimes he won't put any weight on this back leg. So you can probably see he's not really putting it down all the way. A little bit. It's hard to show you guys, but if you research it, you'll see what I mean. So sometimes he'll put weight on it once in a while, and a lot of times he really doesn't. So he does limp around a lot and lie down a lot. We went and got, here, let me put this camera down. Where am I going to put this down? In here. Okay. Better lighting in here. Okay. So we went and you know what? Let me prop the camera up. Hold on. I'm so not prepared today. There, I think that's a little better. Sorry. I gotta get going to work. Anyways, we went and had a diagnosis done by a orthopedic specialist, and they did an estimate on what the surgery would cost. It is about $4,000 to $5,000. And what that would include is, all the hospital care, possibly even for overnight. That's why there's that range of $4,000 to $5,000. I've heard the surgeries can be a lot cheaper based upon where you live. I live in the Bay Area, California, so everything here is like skyrocket expensive. What they would do is deepen that groove underneath his kneecap and also help the bands and the tendons on each side of that kneecap and try to anchor it a little bit better. I've kind of at this point decided probably to not do the surgery, only because, to me money is no object. I could come up with the money if I need to, and Spike is worth every penny to me. He has done so much for me. He has saved my life, basically, and he's also my service dog. He's my working dog. He's with me 24/7, so it's kind of definitely put a damper on what we do day to day. It's just been hard. I just never expected this, especially not at his age. He is going to be 9 years old in January, so it's hard. He's up there in the years, kind of. True, he's a Pomeranian. They can live like 12 to 14 years, but he also has a liver condition. He has microvascular dysplasia. So what that is like tiny little tears on his liver, kind of like a liver shunt. And right now it's kind of doing okay. We monitor it every 3 to 4 months, so they retest him. There's nothing they can really do for it. You just kind of monitor it, and he's on a supplement. Other medications, he really can't be on it for very long. I do worry about if I decided to do the luxating patella surgery. I kind of don't want to do it because when he was a little bit younger, a few years ago, he was in for dental cleaning, or it could have been a neutering. His heart rate dropped pretty low. They gave him something to bring it back up. So ever since then, I've been very paranoid to put him under anesthesia. Plus, he's a small dog. It is more risky. Plus, anything surgically or medications, anything taxes his liver. Everything is filtered through the liver. So at this moment, we're kind of deciding not really to do it just because he's kind of up there in the years. The aftercare would be like he pretty much has to be crated for 6 or 8 weeks with very limited walking, just increasing it tiny bit. So that would be really hard and taxing on with my work and my living situation, still doing the van life stuff. So I it's been a very hard decision, and I didn't expect anything like this. His parents have a little bit of the luxating patella, but it wasn't too bad. He has a little bit of arthritis in that also, in that knee, his back left knee, maybe a tiny tinge in the right knee, and also sometimes if they fix one knee, maybe 6 months or so later, the other knee will a lot of times go out. So I worry about something like that. And it is also what's called like a grade 3. Now I feel like it's possibly grade 4. He doesn't yelp or anything. He doesn't cry about it. He just sits down and lies down a lot. He is depressed about it. I definitely know and see how this could, shorten his life. That I thought he was going to live a long time. He's a Pomeranian. He's always been so strong and healthy, but the last couple years, life's been hard, and he's like, go, do this, do that. It wasn't anything that he did. It wasn't like jumping off a couch. It wasn't anything out of the normal that he did for it to have happened. He just wasn't putting weight on it, and he was limping and just sitting and lying down a lot. So that's when I took him in, and there's times where I've kind of rested him a lot also, which doesn't really seem to do a whole lot, because after you rest him, then he's like, I've got so much energy and I need to get going and doing. And so at this point, it's really hard. Like, do you just let him live life and be himself and just do whatever as much as he possibly can, or do you crate him a lot and rest him a lot and try to keep him off of it? But then as soon as you let him go back out to walk or wherever, he just almost gets so hyper, and he kind of, can hurt it again, sort of, So with there also being arthritis already, a bit of it, even if they repair it, he's still going to have the arthritis, and it'll just slow it down a little bit possibly, but it could also make it worse too. And you always run the risk of losing your pet when they have to go under anesthesia or under a surgery. It can be very taxing on their bodies, especially a little dog, especially a dog that's going to be 9 years old. And true, 9 doesn't sound very old for a young dog, but he's not the typical house dog. He doesn't just sit around all day and do nothing. He is like busy, going, doing, working with my clients' pets, being a service dog, going out everywhere with me. So he's lived kind of a really hard life. He's lived a very fulfilled life. And I was my next dog is going to be a husky. I've researched it a lot, so don't talk me out of it. I know my dog breeds. I know what I need for work and for my service dog needs and everything. So I've researched it a lot for probably the last 6 months. And I was expecting to get a husky probably the beginning of next year. But now I think I'm going to start looking for I do want to get a purebred one from a breeder because I need to know its history, if it's been tested for its hips, knees, you know, all those things. I'm just anal like that when it comes to some things. I need to know, you know, its temperament, its parents' temperament, its size, you know. Come here. Come. Inside. Inside. Thank you. There we go. Hopefully I'm still in the shot. So now with him, with this condition, I thought, you know, I'm going to have to look for a dog sooner. And start looking, because also, you know, it's really hard for me to kind of be without my own dog. Spike is the last of my several dogs that I had. If at any point he passes for whatever reasons, I just can't be without a dog. Even though I work with dogs, it's just different for me to have my own and how much they do for me in my day-to-day. So we're going to start getting the ball rolling, looking for a husky, which is hard with Spike in his condition, because I also had expected him to start training the new dog, but now that means he's not really going to be able to. So, because my other dogs taught Spike, so it means a lot of the new dog's training is pretty much fully going to be on me, and it's not just training a dog, it's training a dog, integrating them into my business and what it needs to do, and also as a service dog. So it's going to be hard, but I think in some ways it'll be good and take a little bit of my mind off of, you know, and hopefully make Spike, you know, a little happier, kind of distract him a little bit from what's going on. And, you know, so at this point, I mean, I'm still going to give myself a few more weeks to see, okay, am I going to go with the surgery or not? Because if you let it progress too long, it almost ends up being non-fixable. With a small dog, it can be an optional surgery to do on the luxating patellas. On a big dog, they usually recommend it because how much they weigh. On a small dog, they usually can kind of get around by hobbling and skipping and things like that. So they usually can do okay. So, yeah, that's the update on that. I feel like I should cut this video off before this battery dies. So, if you guys had any questions or anything, I always read your stuff. I just don't always reply. I'm kind of bad about that. But I do read it, and I will soon try to do a video about all the comments you guys leave on all my videos. It's been hell. It's been as hot as hell last several days. I'm so sick of it. So I think that's it. If there's anything else I think of, I'll probably put it in another video. It's just been really hard to see my little man going through what he is. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything, any insight, anything, just let me know. Like, leave comments. I waited a little while to do this video because it's been very heartbreaking for me to see him like this and to see what he's going through and knowing what he's going through, and I know it's going to shorten his life. You know, I'm not going to let him suffer. I'm not going to hold on to him just for me. You know, he's not going to sleep yet, but, you know, I know he could have a year or 2 or maybe 3 left, because I know the progression of these things because I work with so many animals, and still with the liver condition he has and things like that. But I'm going to let you guys go. I got to get going to go do some dog walks, and it's supposed to be like 98 degrees today, so everyone's going to be like around the block, and that's it, pretty much. Everybody take care, and good luck on everything in you guys' lives, and thank you always for watching, and always for subscribing, and thank you guys just for being wonderful to us, and yes, bye.